NoMoreNoobie here. How do you use PS5, ShareFactoryStudio, Bits, Doodles? This video is going to show you how, and I'll be honest, when I first started using it, I didn't find it obvious and easy to use at all. This video will take you through everything you need to know, including a feature that I've only just found out about, so let's get started. At the main menu, choose the bit you want to use. I'm going to choose custom bits, then choose the video you want to use for your project and keep the video length the same if you're happy with it, or use the left and right sticks to change the start and end if you want to, and press cross to confirm at that point. We then come to this page where we've got lots of different options, but we want to click on Doodle, and this is where we do all the doodling. Along the bottom you'll see 10 different colours that we can doodle with, so we've got plenty of options there. If we want to go back to the previous screen, at any point push the circle, that will take us back here, and actually what you could do is choose where you want your doodle to start on your video and select wherever you want and push the cross button, and the doodle will start from that point till the rest of the video, but we can change that at a later point if we wanted to. So then we're going to just show you the main parts on this screen. If you look on the top right hand corner, we can push the triangle button to go between the rubber and the design, and then underneath that we've got the shapes or lines, circles, squares, free form, drawing, whatever you want there. So let's start doing some drawing. We've got the icon there, we're going to choose a colour, and you've got two options to draw. You can either use the right stick or you can use the touchpad to draw, so whichever one, they're both the same method. To start you have to tap down on it and it will keep drawing, you move it around and then you tap it to end the drawing. So that's the same whether it's the right stick or the touchpad, so you just tap it to start, tap it to finish, and in between it will just keep on drawing as you move the cursor around. At any point, if you want to delete the doodles you've done, just push the square button and that will give you the option to delete, and you just confirm the delete from there. So that was free form drawing, so using the D-pad, tap down once and that will take us to lines, and then all we need to do is tap on the right stick once, that will start the line, and then tap it again once we've got in the position we want, and that will leave it there. Let's try another one, but let's change the thickness. Using the left stick we can scroll up and down to make it thinner or thicker. So there we go, we've made it a bit thinner and that's a thinner line, so you can use the left stick to change that. Let's tap down on the D-pad once more, then we've got arrows. Let's whack an arrow in, we'll change the colour to orange, and then let's put a arrow in there. So we can pretty much just keep on doing that. That's pretty much the method there of getting the different shapes. Here's a different arrow that we can use. Let's try a triangle, let's do some shapes. Okay, so we can just move the shapes. Now with these shapes, then what you can do is use the cursor to move up or down, and that will rotate it up or down as well and change the orientation. If you move in towards the middle of it, it will make it smaller. If you move the icon away from the middle of the shape, it will make it bigger. One thing I found really hard was how to know where the shape was going to end up. Now, top tip, wherever you start the shape, that will be the center of the shape. So starting on this bush here, if we start there, you'll see the center of the cross is exactly where we started on the bush. Okay, so that is your tip. Wherever you start, that will be the center of your shape, no matter what size it is. Okay, so I hope that helps for sure there. Okay, if you want to just get rid of the last doodle, just push the circle button, that'll get rid of that, but I'm just going to clear the whole lot by pressing square again, so we've got a clear blank canvas. Okay, so let's go on to the different styles of doodles you can have. So we've done the shapes and stuff, let's just do the styles. So if we just do a standard pen that we've been using already, and we just do a line, okay, that's a line there. Now what you can do is use the L1 and R1 button, and you see down the bottom here L1 R1. Let's change it there by pressing the R1, and that will change it to chalk. Just make it a bit bigger to show you that's what chalk looks like. Let's go down and push the R1 again, that will change it to spray. And actually what we will do quickly is, remember I said you can change the doodles at any point. What you can do is just push the circle, go back to the main screen, and you see that pen there, that's where your doodle is. Okay, so what you can do is push the square on that and then push the cross button. That gives us three options. One of them is to change the duration of the doodle, delete the doodle, and we're going to edit the doodle just to go back to it. Okay, so that was just an example where you can change the duration if you want to. So let's show you this spray. So let's just click a spray, and we'll just do a freeform doodle with the spray there. So that looks really cool with the yellow for that bit. then what we can do is push it again, and that gives us a doodle with a lighter outside and a darker inside. And then if we push the R1 again, that shows us the opposite, which is going to be a darker outside and a lighter inside. You can just make out the two tones there on both of those last ones as an example there. So again, different options, 5 different options that we can use. And then we could go back and we'll show you how you can change the duration of the doodle by going back to the main screen and clicking duration of the doodle, and use the left stick and right stick to change that, of course. Next thing you might find useful is playing about with opacity. So we've got a line there, but if we use the arrow stick to move left and right, then what we can do is change the opacity. So the more left we go, the more see-through the line or the color becomes. And just show you a few examples here, that's it getting lighter and lighter. Next to show you is by pushing the triangle, we can move to the rubber or the eraser. And at the moment it's on lines, so we're just basically rubbing out lines. But if you want to change the freeform, you can just rub out whatever the icon goes over. So that's really useful for different things depending on what you're trying to do with the doodles. Now, the thing I mentioned earlier that I didn't know until recently that you can do is you can actually set a predetermined area where you can only doodle within that area on the screen. And the way you do that is using the touchpad. You use 2 fingers on the touchpad to move around and make bigger and smaller this box that you can see on the screen now. And once you've got it how you want it, tap down on the touchpad and that will create a space where you can only doodle within. To be honest, at the moment I can't think of a reason why you'd need this, but you never know, it might be useful at some point. Okay, so the last thing to show you is once you've done your masterpiece, you've got your bits doodle exactly how you want it, what do we do now? Well, if you don't want it anymore, just push a circle and you can go back and delete your doodle. If you want to keep it, then you can just push the cross button and push the cross button again, and that will take us back to the menu here. And then you see on the top right hand corner we've got the option of pushing the triangle button to create bit. Okay, and that will create our bit video. So all we need to do is push the triangle button, and then that will bring us here, and we can share or share later if we want it to go to YouTube or if we want to use it again in the future. And that's pretty much it. I hope you found this useful. There's other bits, videos, tutorials that may be of use to you. If you haven't seen them already, do check them out. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit the like button if you found this useful, and comment below if there's anything, questions or anything you want me to cover in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.